Good morning, everybody. I hope you're all doing well and that the sun is shining bright where you are. If it's not sun, bleh. I hope you're all doing well wherever you are, and if the sun isn't shining brightly, that you're still having a wonderful day. And if you're not, you've come to the right place, because hopefully I can spark you back up with a little bit of body movement. Today I was thinking, because my ankle is still busted, I was thinking of doing another chair exercise, and I was thinking it would be good to do resistance band exercise but based in a chair. So if you're looking for some chair-based action, that is resistance band-based action, you've come to the right place. We are using our lower limbs in this one. There should be something that you can do. Take breaks, have water by your side, pause the video when you need, and remember, you are in charge of the workout, not me. I'm just here for suggestions and some little bit of sci-fi Doctor Who action on my t-shirt today. Without further ado, let's get started. Okay guys, so getting started, I have done a resistance band video before, and I talk about different types of resistance bands, but for today's workout you're going to need something a little bit like this. So important features, it's going to be long. The level of resistance honestly is up to you. The more resistance, the harder the workout, and probably the less repetitions you're able to do. But you want something long. If it's looped, fantastic. If it's not, a lot of the exercises we do today anyway don't require a loop. You can just have the straight up single band and that will work. But I just love this one, I'm addicted to it. Okay, so resistance bands on your laps, we're gonna do a little bit of a warm up. So lower limb, we're just going to tap in front. Pretty simple. As we tap, I want you to try two different things. One, tap with your heels. So it's your heels that are making contact with the floor and your toes are up. Let's do a few more. And just be mindful. Turn your attention to your knees. How are they feeling? Try not to label them or judge them as good or bad, but more so use adjectives like, you know, if they're sore, and sore can be a good thing. If they're feeling smooth or creaky, just turn your attention to your knees. A few more of these. Okay, now with the toes. So this means you'll have to plantar flex. So plantar flexion is pretty much when you point your toes. It's the action of the ankle when you point your toes. So a bit of plantar flexion, just gets those calves going. So just straight out in front of you. Few more. Be mindful of your ankles. How does that feel for you? For me, it feels like they're opening up. It feels really pleasant, actually. All right, new move. We're going to go forward and side and in. So you can see that I have to use my hips. Abduct, adduct. Forward, abduct, adduct. So abduct means away from the midline, and adduct means to the midline. So my midline is right here. So I'm going away from the midline to the midline. Abduct, adduct. I'm going to try and use a few more like anatomical terms. So look forward to me doing a little bit more of this. Resistance band on your lap, you can put it on the side if it's getting in the way. Now we're going a bit faster. And you can see on the way up, I'm picking my foot up now. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up. And you should find now there's a bit of an incidental abdominal exercise. Can you feel your abdominals working? If you can't, join me. Keep your body upright. That's rule number one. Turn your tummy muscles on just a bit. Back upright. What's your posture doing? Focus now on the bringing up and in. Up, up. Bit faster now. Let's see how fast we can go. Forward, side, in. Forward, side, in. Last one, done. Shuffle yourself if you need. Last lower limb exercise warm-up. We're going to do 2 movements. So we're going to come up on our tippy toes for soleus and forward for the quads. Soleus, quads. So soleus is one of the calf muscles. We have 2 calf muscles, gastrocnemius and soleus. And everyone forgets poor soleus, and I have forgotten my poor soleus, which is what has led to my ankle overuse injury. Basically, I went too hard too soon with a lot of aerobic exercise without doing enough conditioning of my soleus. So I've been instructed to do some a set of exercises that are appropriate for me, thanks to local physio. So if you are finding your Achilles tendon is a bit sore, head to your local physio, man, because they will just blow your mind. You'll always learn something new, and it's always beneficial to go. All right, so you can see as I'm coming up, I'm now toes to nose, just for a bit of a calf stretch, no other reason. Tippy toes, up. Let's do 4 more. 3 more. 2, 1. Okay, so you are going to get your resistance band. If it is in a loop like this, fantastic. If it's one single straight piece, you're going to take, imagine this is the single piece, you're going to take it around your chair leg and tie it. So there's a loop that has the chair leg in it. If you are lucky enough that you have one of these, you are simply going to come around, loop like so, and put the foot in. But you're going to bring the resistance band around about ankle level. Now you can just see it in the film here. Guess what we're going to do? We're going to come up a little bit. So it's resistance band work, mainly for the quadriceps. So I've done 3, let's do another 6 now, because that's 4. 5 more. Sorry, 5 more now. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, have a break. Every single piece of work we do, we can do 3 times. All right, let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. So just in this break, I'm going to turn your attention to making sure that your leg isn't going out too much on an angle. Mine's wanting to go here. So the next round, I'm going to make sure I come in front just a little bit more, okay? let it rest. Recovery is very important. You just can't keep going. There are physiological reasons for that. Recovery is so important, but it also helps up here. Let's go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. So I want you to take your foot out, your left foot I should say, or right foot if you're mirroring me. Grab a little bit of water. Minty fresh. Okay, so now still keeping the band on the left chair leg, or in your case, if you're copying me, it's probably your right chair leg, whichever. You're going to do an opposite. So your other foot is going to go in, because we're going to start this side with a similar movement. Remember that whole abduction thing I was talking about? It's going to happen again. So we are going to come out to the side a bit. Now, depending on the length of your resistance band and the resistance of it, and you may not be able to get a huge range. For me right now, I don't get a huge range. That is okay. Everyone's different, everybody is different, and everyone's equipment setup is different. The most important thing is listen to your body. And if you feel that going all the way over here means that you have to dig in with your foot and your foot's having to drive it, that's an exercise in itself. That's a really good ankle stabilization exercise, but that's not what we're going to do. We're aiming on here, okay? So we want to make sure that we are placing our foot out to the side. It's actually hovering. My foot's not touching the ground, and I can feel the work up here. So we've just done 3. If you haven't done them, do them now. And let's do the next 7, okay? And we go 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. So you should really feel it in your hip. You should feel it if you were wearing a pair of jeans, kind of like where you put your wallet in, maybe a little bit more to the outside of that, so more on this actual side rather than the back. And you might feel it depending on your resistance band and what your setup is at home. You might feel it along the lateral side of your thigh. All good. Remember, foot is hovering, and let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. I can feel it. So we've got one more round of this to go, and then we're swapping legs. I hope your hips are going well with this. Hip health is very important, especially as we get older. Okay guys, let's go. So another 10, leg hovering. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. So one of the ideas behind all of the exercises I have today is that I'm trying to use as little of the ankle as possible. So I don't want to do any weight bearing, which is why, swap sides, which is why I have chosen to do a seated exercise. All right, so let's get ready for the abduction on this side. All right, so let's go for 10. Remember, your foot hovers. Let's go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just notice the difference between the two legs. There's a really high chance that you have one leg that's stronger than the other. I've already identified which one that is in me. You probably figured out then and there which one it was for you too. Don't be worried, don't be alarmed. Everyone has one side that's stronger than the other. It's not a big deal. Let's go for the next round, doing 10. And we go, get that foot ready. And we go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That felt really nice for me. So the other thing I'm starting to notice in myself, and I'd be interested to hear what happens to you, is what is your other foot doing in the meantime? Is that digging in, holding yourself steady so that you can do more work? Because that is a sign that this leg is a bit weaker. So it's not the end of the world if you are doing that, but let's be mindful. If you need to back off the range, so don't do a complete full range, just a little bit, do that. We're trying to strengthen this side, so try and refrain from getting your other leg to help you out or using too much of your core, or if you're holding onto the chair with your hands, try not to do that. We're using this exercise to help us strengthen this area of the hip. So if you need to do a little less range to be able to do it leg by itself, do that. Last round with this. Let's go now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Advantage of that, just put it on. And we're going to do those leg extensions again. All right, when we're ready, let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Let it chill. So, yeah, steady as she goes, basically. All right, round 2 of the leg extensions. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Where are you lining up? 4. So leg not out here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Relax. Hope you're doing well. Oh my God, can you hear the rooster again? You probably all think I live on a farm. All right, last round with the leg extensions. Let's get ready and let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Now this one, if your ankle's incredibly tender, skip it. We do a little bit of ankle work here, but it's more incidental, and it's more about the slight weight bearing that we do, or resistance band bearing, but this is a good one to segue into the upper limbs, because we do use our upper limbs as well. So it's a nice little mix. So whether you got loop or straight band, doesn't matter. You're going to put the band pretty much underneath your feet, so you can see there. So it's right underneath the midfoot really, and just come here. Now you're going to come a little bit more towards the edge of your chair. All right, so you're not right on the edge, but you're almost there. And holding your looped TheraBand like this, or resistance band, or if you've got a TheraBand, just make sure it's nice and secure. And you're going to aim to have it at about hip level. Now this is the amount of resistance I get that my feet are off the ground a good 2 inches. Okay, so the idea is you want your feet off the ground a bit, around 2 inches or 25 centimeters, something like that, so that you can bring your feet down. And we actually are doing a little bit of calf work there, but we're doing a little bit of hamstring work. Please don't do a rock. It's not this. I mean, this is a great little thing, but that's not what we're doing. It's all coming from the hips. Incidental core workout as well. Come with me, and we are going to do 6. We're doing 3 rounds of 6. So up we come. Make sure posture is good, and let's go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And relax. Holding. Let's go for another 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that for me is done. So there is a bit of incidental core workout.
So this is just the last round now, guys. Sorry for the sound issues. As always, thank you so much for joining me. Feel free to get in touch. All the details are in the links, and have a great day.